Welcome to 3-Minute Friday by ArcticStartup. My name is Dimitri and this is a special edition. We are at Slush, and that is where everybody in the Nordics and Baltics are right now. What we want to give you instead of news this week is a few tips on how to hack Slush, events in general, and what it's like to be at one of the biggest events in startups in Europe. Slush has more than 15,000 attendees, a lot of investors, more than 1,000 of them, a lot of media, and what you can do here is amazing. Many people say that it's too big, but we think it's simply not true. There is a lot of people here and it's up to you to reach them. So what you need to do is really prepare. First of all, the 3-to-1 rule. That's a rule that I have for going to events. You have to spend 3 hours preparing for every 1 hour at the floor. That's a lot of time. That can be 6 days for Slush for you. There are many things that we did to prepare, and as a result, we got to meet Chris Saka, we got to meet the Crown Prince, we got to meet some of the top investors in the world at this event. So what do you do in those 6 days? It's basically very simple. You select your targets and you reach out. And that's tip number 2, right? Reach out to people before the event. Send them an email, tweet to them, send them a Facebook message. I sent a message to Robert Scoble and now we met, right? That's what you do. Finally, tip number 3 is to push the limits, right? Don't simply go to an event and hope something will happen. You really need to push the limits and figure out where are the best people, where are the parties. For example, last night was the best and the biggest VIP after party of the whole of Slush. How did we get in and get a few people in that were not on the list? We took my car, we put co-founder magazines on the back, we drove to the gate and said we had a delivery. Everybody let us in, we get in, and there's some billionaires were still waiting in line when we're already having our first drinks. You need to really push the limits because any event that you have is basically like a small simulation of running a company. In those 2 days you can get an investment, you can get partners, you can get an exit, make the best out of Slush, and I hope that you make the best out of any event that you go to in the future. Don't be afraid. The only thing you really need to do at an event is to get rid of fear. If you're not afraid when you're standing in line for food or if you're talking to people, all you need to do is ask them what they do. Everybody is here at the events to network and it's your job to simply talk to them. So that's the main takeaway that we have for you guys from Slush. Overall, we really enjoyed Slush. It was amazing this year. It's a little bit different from any other event out there, but that's on purpose. It's a little bit dark, there's a bit of lasers, it's a bit hard to see people, but still it has amazing energy, amazing speakers. Also at this Slush, we launched our next edition of the Co-Founder magazine. You can order it at coffmag.com. We gave away about 10,000 copies during the event. All you have to do is go to the website and subscribe and we'll send you one. Tell us what you think about this edition and this video. Subscribe to us, follow us, tell us in the comments what you want us to do in the future. If you want more of these special editions, if you want more funding news, we really want your feedback. Email us and we'll take into account what we can do. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Ta-ta.